Hey, it's me, Buddy, and welcome to the Buddy Show now. I'm glad you made it. And don't forget, if you like the content that I'm doing here, make sure you click and subscribe and also hit that little bell to get notifications about any new content that I've got coming out. I'm going to be releasing a lot of new stuff pretty soon, so get ready. But if you're here tonight, we're going to be talking about smarter goals. And a lot of you have heard this about SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T, and then I've added two letters, E-R, to make it smarter goals. And I did not make this up. As a personal trainer and fitness professional, I've worked with smarter goals my entire life as far as teaching people about how to reach their goals. And I've used it for myself about how to reach my goals, and it's helped me stay focused, really laser sharp focus about what I want to do with my life. So we're going to jump right in. SMART. So SMART, we're going to say with the S. S stands for what? Specific. So when you actually make goals, make sure they are specific goals for you, what you want to do. And if it's too much of a reach, say for example, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. That's a lot of weight to lose. So I always recommend to people 1 to 2 pounds per week is perfect. 1 to 2 pounds, healthy. If you start to lose 10 pounds in 1 week, most of it's going to be water weight, but I want you to get specific about thinking yourself, all right, I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Super doable, super doable. So sometimes people say, well, can I do 8 weeks? Yeah, 8 weeks is doable. You can do 1 to 2 pounds again. And 8 weeks, you could possibly lose 8 pounds. That comes to my next thing, which I'm going to tell you about, which is what measurable. How are you going to measure your progress? So if we think about it, my goal is to lose 10 pounds in 8 weeks. That means I should be losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, correct? So every week, I'm going to weigh myself. If I'm not losing weight, I'm losing maybe 1 pound every week, and now it's now been 6 weeks, I've only lost 6 pounds, I may have to readjust my goal and think, all right, I need to maybe change my end date. Maybe instead of 8 weeks, I might make it 10 weeks. So maybe a healthy weight of 1 pound per week. And that's very doable. So specific, measurable. Now, specific and then measurable. Now, the next thing we're gonna talk about is what? Action plan. So when we talk about an action plan, this is saying, all right, if my goal is to lose 10 pounds in 8 weeks, what am I gonna do to get there? And I always tell people, well, are you going to exercise? And they say, yes. All right, how much are you going to exercise? They say, well, I'm going to commit to doing 4 times per week. I'm going to do cardio for 30 minutes, and I'll do some weight training. I might even hire a personal trainer. I'm going to improve my diet, meaning I'm going to eat more vegetables, cut back on my calories, maybe not eat the potato chips, and also I'm going to cut back on my calories from alcohol. I'm not going to drink as much alcohol. And I love that when people say that, because why? There's so many calories in alcohol that we don't realize that some of us are drinking like a bottle of wine or a glass every night, and those calories start to add up. So that's going to be something that's going to be an action plan. So you're going to improve your diet and exercise. So we've got SMA. Now, if we talk about R stands for, I'm looking at my notes here, R is going to stand for what? Reasonable. Is this a reasonable goal? And remember we talked about, I want to lose 10 pounds in 8 weeks. Maybe if I give myself 10 weeks, that might be more doable and more reasonable. Also think about maybe my goals as far as I have a full-time job. Yeah, maybe you're traveling a lot. Maybe it's hard for you to go to the gym. Maybe it's hard for you to improve your diet. Maybe it's hard for you to make your own food, or maybe do your cardio, your weight training, and get enough sleep and all that stuff. So maybe I may have to come back and say, maybe in 8 weeks, I want to lose 5 pounds. And that's okay. It's okay. But let's go back for a second. Remember in my previous video, we talked about the why. Why do you want to lose this weight? And this is the real big thing I want you to pull away from here, is when we think about why we're doing something, maybe something like goal setting, you're thinking like, why am I doing it? Because I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. Yeah, not saying, okay, I want to just fit in my bikini when I go on vacation, although that's a good goal, or maybe my swimsuit, I want to look good when I'm at the beach. That's a good goal. But how about if we take that one step further and we say, how about I want to just feel better, I want to improve my body composition, and I want to have more energy, right? Those are all good things. So when we think about goal setting, the why is really important. So we already covered SMAR. The next thing we're going to talk about is timeline. And we kind of alluded to that already. So if I'm thinking about timeline, I've given myself 8 weeks. Is that enough time? That's 2 months, a 2-month commitment. And for some people, they're like, oh my God, that's so hard. I can't do 2 months. How about 6 weeks? If 6 weeks is too much, how about if you do 4 weeks? I'm going to commit to this 1 month, maybe the beginning of the year or whatever month you're in when you're watching this video, and say to yourself, I'm going to commit for 1 month. I'm going to go to the gym 4 times this week. I'm going to improve my diet. I'm going to cut back on drinking my alcohol. I'm going to get enough sleep, enough rest. I'm going to just do my cardio and do my weight training and feel really, really good. And I'll maybe do my affirmations, all these things that you want to do. So this is going to be really good because now you've set some sort of timeline, maybe 1 month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And remember, if you're thinking of a big goal, like I want to lose weight, be specific. We go back to the first one. We think about what? Is it measurable? How are we going to measure that weight loss? Are we going to think about action plan? How are we going to get to the gym? Are we going to go to the gym? Are we going to be more active? Is it a reasonable goal? And then of course we talk about timeline. So this is really key. The big thing here about SMART goals and smarter goals is your mindset. I can't tell you that enough. I know I said to you, we were talking about the why, but that also goes back with our mindset, because when we think about why we're doing something, we have to think about we're doing it for health. We're doing it because we want to do something that's going to be good for our life, good for our family members, the people we surround ourselves with, and we're going to improve our health. So think about that. Now, mindset though is important, because if we don't have the right mindset, if we start thinking to ourselves, I could never do it, diets never work, I'm never going to achieve what I want to achieve, and get all that stuff out of your mind. Start to go into it with a positive mindset of, yes, I can do this, because that is going to be your ongoing battle. Because not only are you trying to do all this other stuff, but now you're battling your own mind to say, no, you can't do it. And what I'm telling you right now is, yes, you can do it. And that's what I want you to pull away with today, is this idea of, yes, I can do it. Yes, I am strong. Yes, I'm powerful. Yes, I'm going to reach my goals. Okay. Now, let me ask you another question before we go to the last 2 letters. What is holding you back from reaching your goals? And this is really key, because now we've talked about the why we're doing it, but now what could be something that's going to hold you back from reaching your goals? Could it be time? And a lot of people say time. Some people say it's the resources. I don't have a gym. I can't go to the gym. Some people say I don't have the family supporting me, the support. I don't have enough money, so I can't, again, afford a gym membership. It's never worked. So there's all these things that kind of hold us back. And I'm going to tell you right now, drop them, because all those things are excuses for you not doing what you want to do. And I'm going to tell you this, beyond, say, our weight, what are other things that you want in your life? So it could be maybe the amount of money that you want to make, the job that you want to have, the career you want to have, the life you want to have. Stop making excuses for yourself, because the only making excuses is you. And no one else is making excuses except you. And we self-sabotage ourselves because we think, no, I couldn't do that. What would my family think? I've never been successful before. What am I thinking? Who do I think I am? Well, you know what I'm going to tell you? You are a strong person. You are someone that can do what no one else can do. And you know what I'm going to tell you this? I'm going to tell you this right now is, go out there and do what you're meant to do, what you want to do in your life, because you're creating your life that you want. There's no one else creating it for you. You've got it yourself. Okay, next thing. We're going to talk about the E. E stands for evaluate your progress. So we've already kind of set your SMART goals up. Now, this is when you kind of go back, evaluation phase. So again, it's almost a little bit of a check-in. So maybe after 4 weeks, you've checked in with yourself and you thought, all right, I've now looked at my goals. How am I actually doing? I'm going to evaluate. Maybe it was too much to go to the gym 4 times per week. I'm going to commit to 3 times per week. And instead of an hour, I'm going to go an hour and a half. That may include maybe cardio, weight training. I'll maybe go take a class. Maybe I love taking class. So think about it that way. So you are going to evaluate your progress, how you're doing. And I'm going to say this, if it has something to do with maybe finances, maybe if you're thinking about I'm in sales and I have to maybe do XYZ to get to where I want to go, am I making the money that I'm not making? If not, I may need to evaluate and say, all right, my plan that I'm on, don't change the goal, change the plan. So the plan that I'm on right now may be a different plan. Okay, this didn't work for 4 weeks. All right, I'm gonna need to come up with a different plan. Instead of making 20 calls per day, I need to now make 30 calls. I need to book so many clients or so many appointments per week if I'm in sales. Does that make sense? I think it is. Okay, so this is gonna keep you accountable and keeps you checking in with your progress. Now, the last thing, and this is really huge, the R is going to stand for reward. So what are you going to reward yourself after you reach all your goals? Or maybe you just hit your sales quota. Or maybe you lose the weight that you've lost. You've lost 5 pounds in, say, 4 weeks. Woohoo! So how are you going to reward yourself? Maybe by a new outfit for yourself. Maybe you're going to treat yourself to maybe a manicure, pedicure. I don't know. Or maybe you're going to take a trip. Yeah? Because you feel great. You feel good. Now, here's the thing that happens. I'm going to say this with people who want to lose weight. They lose all the weight. People say, oh my God, you look so great, blah, blah, blah. And suddenly we go, yeah, I lost all this weight. And then suddenly we go back to what we were before. And we say to ourselves, yeah, it was too hard. You know what's hard? Say if you're trying to lose weight and trying to get healthier, what's really hard is high blood pressure, heart disease, high cholesterol, being on medication because you're 25 years old or 30 years old and you have maybe you're overweight. That's what's really difficult. So what I want you to remember right now is this. Don't take the easy route. Stay with your goals. Do what you can do for you, because why? You deserve everything and all the rewards that are going to come to you. All right, so stay with it, please. All right. So I'm going to go over that again. Specific, measurable, action plan, reasonable time, evaluate your progress, and reward yourself for what you're doing. All right, so listen, thank you so much for coming today. My name is Buddy. If you like this again, click and subscribe, hit that bell if you want any notifications about any new videos coming out. And thank you so much for coming today. I hope to see you soon. Be well, be good, and do great things out there. Bye-bye.